Hello students, now we'll be studying about magnetic field due to a finite current carrying wire. A finite current carrying wire. Okay. Now first of all we'll revise very fast Biot-Savart's law. If there is a current going through a wire, suppose there is a point over here. Okay, it is at distance from elemental current or current element at distance r, then the magnetic field will be given by dB equals to mu 0 upon 4 pi I dl sin theta upon r square, where theta is angle between dl and r. Angle between dl and r. Okay, make it very clear. Angle between dl and r, and dl is in the direction of current. Okay, so now we'll draw finite wire. Suppose this is a finite wire. Okay, we want to find magnetic field at point P. Okay, now I am purposefully not taking it in the center so that we can find for all the things. If I take it at the center, it will be a particular system. Okay, so what I will do, it is at a distance of A, perpendicular distance of A from the wire. Okay, now if I join both the points, okay, I'll name this will make phi 1 and this will make angle phi 2. Okay, so which means that all the angles are between phi 1 and phi 2. Okay, now what we'll take, we'll take a small element, current element. Okay, dl, suppose current is moving in this direction, we'll take small element dl, and okay, it will be at distance r. Okay, now the angle between this, let us say it is phi. Okay, if this is phi, then what will be this angle? We know this is at perpendicular distance, so it is 90 degree. So can I write this theta as theta equals to 90 minus phi? As this is 90, the summation of these two angles will be 90. Okay, if this is phi, then this will be 90 minus phi. I hope you can understand this. Okay, so it will be, theta will be 90 minus phi. So writing our formula, dB equals to mu 0 upon 4 pi I dl sin, what is the value of theta? Theta is 90 minus phi, so I can write 90 minus phi, okay, upon r square. I hope this much is very clear to each and every one of you. Okay, now sin 90 minus phi will be cos phi, so I will write dB is equals to mu 0 upon 4 pi I dl cos phi. Okay, if you don't know, you can just refer the standard 10 maths. Anything sin 90 minus x will be equal to sin x. Okay, this is just mathematics. Okay, so now this magnetic field is due to a current element dl, which is at a distance L. Suppose, let us say it is at a distance L from the center. Okay, it is at distance L from the center. Now if we want to find the magnetic field due to all small elements such as dl, okay, if we take multiple infinite small elements like dl, okay, then we'll get the magnetic field due to whole current carrying wire. So what can we do? We can integrate it. If we integrate it, integration of dB is equals to integration of mu 0 upon 4 pi I dl cos phi upon r square. Okay, now here what is varying? We have two variables here. As it is integration, dl can't be integrated because there is no element of L, and it is not varying also. What is varying is phi is varying, and also r. As we go up, if I take another r, the distance will change. If I take another r, distance will change. And second thing, phi is changing. How phi is changing? If I put it over here at the center, phi is 0. As I go on increasing, phi will keep on changing, and at one point it will come up to phi 1. Again, if I go in another direction, what it will do? again from 0 it will start, it will go, and it will endpoint will reach at phi 2. So what does it mean? That we are integrating from positive phi 1 to negative phi 2, because both are in opposite direction. Suppose you are taking this as positive direction, then this will be our positive phi 1, then the direction opposite to it will be negative direction. So it will be from positive phi 1 to negative phi 2. Okay, so I can write integration of dB equals to integration from minus phi 2 to phi 1. Okay, mu 0 upon 4 pi I dl cos phi upon r square. Okay, but now here we cannot differentiate, as this is phi and that is angle, so we cannot integrate it using dl. So what we need some d phi. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll change the we'll write this thing in the term of phi. Here we know that this is r, this is phi, and this is a. So can I write r cos phi equals to a by r? So r will be equal to a by cos phi. That will be, r will be equal to a by cos phi. Okay, that is one thing. And second thing, what we can do, we can write it in the form of L also. Okay, if I want to write it in the form of L, okay, I am writing it. Okay, I can use this space. Tan phi will be equal to L by A, will be equal to L by A. Okay, now if I differentiate it, okay, dl by d phi. Okay, I can still write it in the form of L equals to A tan phi. Okay, I can write it in this form, L equals to A tan phi. From here we'll move to this space. Okay, L equals to A tan phi. Now if I differentiate it, okay, it will be d phi by dl by d phi, which will be equal to A. Differentiation of 10 will be equal to, revise your 10th standard, 11th standard integration and differentiation, it will be sec square phi. Okay, it will be sec square phi. So dl is equals to A sec square phi. Okay, I hope this much is clear to you. So again, equating it in this equation, what we will get, integration of dB will be equal to integration from minus phi 2 to plus phi 1, mu 0 upon 4 pi, I will remain as I. Instead of dl we will put, what we will put, A sec square phi d phi. Okay, instead of A sec square phi d phi. Okay, cos phi will remain as it is. Okay, upon r square. What we have got, r is equal to A by cos phi. A upon cos phi, as r is square, will whole square it. Okay, now integration of dB means B. Okay, mu upon 4 pi is constant, mu 0 upon 4 pi, I is also constant. Okay, here as it is square, 1a will remain in the denominator and 1a will be cancelled, and that is also constant, so I can remove it outside. Okay, now inside I will write minus phi 2 to phi 1, it will be equal to sec square phi d phi cos phi. Okay, whole upon, I can write 1 upon cos phi is equals to sec phi. Okay, can I write it in this manner? So this is, as we have removed a as common, so 1 upon cos square phi, that will be equal to sec square phi. Okay, so this will get cancelled, so B will be equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi I by A, integration of minus phi 2 to phi 1 cos phi d phi. Okay, so now when we integrate, what we will get, I am just not writing this part, just copy it. Integration will be sin phi from phi 1 to minus phi 2. Okay, This is getting not visible now. Okay, I will turn the page. We'll just copy it once again. B equals to mu 0 upon 4 pi I by a, then integration was sine phi 1 to minus phi 2. Okay, so I can write it in this form, upon 4 pi I by a sine phi 1 minus sine minus phi 2. Okay, can I write it in this manner? Yes. Okay, then B will be equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi I by a. Sine of minus phi will be minus sine phi. We can write sine of minus theta is equals to minus sine theta. That is also your mathematics. So I can write sine phi 1 plus sine phi 2. Okay, this will be your final formula. Okay, where A is the perpendicular distance. A is perpendicular distance from wire. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. Study well. Have a nice day. Thank you.